Yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? How's it going? Welcome to episode number 787 of Walking with Purpose Live. Navigating the Modern World with Eli. Walking with Purpose Live, episode number 787. And today we're going to be discussing moving forward with a positive mindset through the GNA, which is my organization, the Genuine Networking Association. One more time. The topic of episode number 787 of Walking with Purpose Live is moving forward with a positive mindset through the GNA, which is short for the name of my organization, the Genuine Networking Association. For those of you that don't know me, especially if this is your first time here, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Elias Melas, but you can call me Eli for short, and I am the president and founder of the Genuine Networking Association, or GNA for short. I've been running this organization since 2011. Used to run in-person networking events and shifted the organization more online about 6 to 7 years ago. We've been around for about 13 years. We will be running some live events in the future here in Northern California where I live, in many of the same areas that we used to run them back in the days. But we also plan on touring the U.S., and at some point down the road, God willing, Don and I, my girlfriend Don and I, we plan to also travel internationally and meet people that join us here at the GNA and allow us to walk alongside you regarding your journey, regarding whatever it is that you'd like to accomplish in your life personally and professionally. So, before we get to the topic here, I'm only going to be doing 2 laps because it is late. Right now it's about 8 o'clock Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern. The sun sets at around 8:12 now, and then you've got another 20 to 30 minutes of light. So it's probably going to start to get dark around the second lap. But we're going to do 2 laps. And then this coming week, hopefully things will head back to normal. Don and I have been very busy offline. Some of the medical things that Don's been dealing with, we've been dealing with doctors and stuff and other appointments. And we've also been cleaning the house, deep cleaning, organizing. We've purchased many, storage shelves from Amazon. And we're just getting very super organized. When you first move in with somebody, you inherit their stuff or they inherit yours, right? You can look at it both ways. And so, between Don and I, we have a lot of stuff, and we have a good amount of space. Let me come over here. We have a lot of space, but even if you have a lot of space and you don't have things organized, it creates clutter. And so, for the most part, her and I, we keep our place clean. But there are parts of the house, parts of where we live that can get a little disorganized every now and then. Life gets busy, and you got to work. You got to find time to exercise. You got to find time for doctor's appointments. You got to find time to go to movies and go on dates, right? Find time to clean. It's just one thing after the other, right? So we've had a lot going on. So hopefully this week the content comes back to normal. I took the day off the other day, and typically I would create maybe 1 to 2 pieces of content per day, but lately I've been barely finding time to get a walk in. Yesterday I did an in-studio stream, lasted about a little over an hour, right here on GNA 2, Genuine Live Personal Development. Check it out if you missed it. I simulcasted that on Facebook. Had a few minor technical difficulties, but figured it out, and from this point on, it'll be no issue. We're going to start simulcasting all in-studio streams, at least most of them, the ones that make sense to do so, for the Facebook audience. We're going to start simulcasting to Facebook because I have a big network of people there that I'm looking to reconnect with. I mean, we've always been connected, but I'm looking to actively reconnect with them and start doing podcasting with them and start to, maybe create more business opportunities through these wonderful people. Now's the time to bring in my professional network. I've been waiting for this for quite some time because there was a lot of unfinished business to deal with out here on YouTube based on a lot of the things that I've experienced, all the things that I've been through, and a lot of things that are still happening. Hasn't changed. I'll tell you this, folks. What these people, if you know my backstory, you're going to know what I'm talking about. If you don't know my backstory, then try to follow along. What these people have done to me for the last 5 to 6 years, they're still doing it. They're just more low-key about it. They're still, trying to destroy any connections I make. And a lot of these people are actively threatening people that interview me. They're threatening to dox them. They're threatening to go after their day job. Many people I've done interviews with are doing YouTube part-time, and they have a day job. And the way that my haters gain control over these people and destroy those relationships is they threaten these people behind the scenes. They say, hey, we know where you work, we know where you live, we know you have a wife and 3 kids. How much do you value your job? We'll call and get you fired, right? That's what you fucking pieces of shit do. That's what you do, right? At this point, I've had enough of it. I'm not going to tolerate it. If it keeps happening, like I mentioned yesterday, if it keeps happening, then we will be taking some legal action. But outside of the legal action, forget about that. Okay? If you're the type of person that bases your success by trying to unethically or illegally destroy someone else's reputation or business, I mean, how does that make you feel? Does that make you feel accomplished? Does that make you feel like you're worthy? Does that make you feel like you earned whatever success you think you have, right? Because you're basically doing things from a negative standpoint. And the reason why you're doing things from a negative standpoint is because you feel being positive is not going to move your needle forward, right? a second here. There's a guy with his dog there. Give me a second. And that's what we're going to be talking about here today. Wow, there's a big line of SUVs and trucks here at the park. I guess there's something major going on here. A lot of cars are like lined up. Huh. Oh well. I'll try to work my way around this. It looks like, I think they're playing soccer. Like there's soccer practice or something, and parents are coming to pick up their kids. World Cup soccer camps and clinics. Okay. Wonderful. Red Morton Park's getting more and more busy to the point of where doing walks here is becoming harder. But, you know, when you have limited time and this is the closest place to where you live, you know, you got to do what you got to do. If I had to go to the trail, I would have had to cut my walk time in half. I'll be able to do 2.5 miles here at the trail. Would have been able to do maybe 1.25 or 1.5 miles because it takes longer to get there. It's a 13-minute drive compared to a 3 or 4 minute drive. But anyway, so, you know, I really want to start focusing more on people that have a positive mindset, right? Or people that may not have the most positive mindset but are open to turning around their negativity. If you're not open to turning around your negativity, then you're just not going to fit in well over here, right? And while at the GNA, the GNA Networking Association, while we welcome everyone, what we don't want here is hate. What we don't want here are immature people. We don't want people here that are grown-ass adults acting like little kids and poking the bear like little kids to get reactions from people so that way you can have YouTube content, right? Again, it's not that we don't want you here. We just don't want any childish behavior. We're here to truly help grown adults that want to improve their lives, right? Through personal development, right? That's pretty much it. If you're not open to improving your life, right, then what's the point of even being here, right? And if you feel that our content, our positive content is boring to you, and you want to troll us, obviously you have an interest because if you didn't feel it was worthy, you wouldn't follow us. You're going to say, oh, you know, we follow you as a lol cow for the lols and this and that. No, you don't. You follow us. You follow myself and the people over here because truly deep within, you want to be a positive and better person, right? But because being a negative asshole or jerk is more profitable to you on YouTube right now, that's why you have to be that way, right? That's part of the reason in 2011 I named my networking organization the Genuine Networking Association because we are genuine with everything that we do. We are genuine and transparent with everything that we do. And even if you're a really good person in the real world, but you come out here on YouTube and pretend to be an asshole and pretend to attack people and call people lol cows and trash them, right? And trash their girlfriends, boyfriends, etc. Even if you're pretending to do that, you're still a piece of shit in my eyes, right? And you're not genuine. You're not being genuine. right? Here at the GNA, no sellouts are welcome. If you're going to sell your soul for a paycheck, you're not welcome here because you're not genuine. And if you're not genuine, then why would you want to be a part of an organization that's called the Genuine Networking Association? Why? You want to be a part of it because you want to troll me and try to make fun of me for doing good things because you're such a pathetic piece of shit loser, right? Whoever, people that do this, you're pathetic pieces of shit losers, right? That have no actual content like I do. You can't just go live and take a walk with your selfie stick and talk about positive things and be happy about it, whether you make money or not, whether you get one person watching, 10 people watching, 100 people watching, or 0 people watching. I don't care. I do this because I love doing this. This is my purpose. What is your purpose? To be a pathetic piece of shit loser on YouTube? That's a great purpose to have, huh? It's a fantastic purpose, huh? Of course, we're being a little facetious. Actually, we're being very facetious, right? If you don't understand the meaning of the word facetious, it's another word for sarcasm, right? Sarcastic. Well, we don't really mean that, right? It's not really fantastic to be a pathetic piece of shit content creator on YouTube, right? But we've got many of them, right? And they make our world so much more interesting out here, huh? I also want to make it very clear that I don't want people to be afraid to chat here. There are a lot of people watching here right now. Nobody's chatting because most of the people here are my haters watching. They're hate watching. And honestly, if you're here just to hate watch, you should just leave. Because I really, really don't want your views or your watch time or anything. I don't. We want people here. Whoa, go ahead. Give me a second here. We want people that truly want to be here. Hey, Tia, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. Great to see you here. Yeah, I found a little bit of time to get a walk in. And Don and I had a lot to do today. And we got a lot going on this week with appointments and stuff, but most of the appointments are video for Don or by phone. And then we have an in-person appointment with one of our doctors on Wednesday. So it's one of those weeks, How's your night going? I hope it's going well for you. So, yeah, don't be afraid to chat here. I want to make it very clear. Many people have been afraid to chat because they're afraid they're going to get banned, right? Here's the thing. I'll make it very clear again, like I have in the past. I don't ban people. We don't ban people here at the GNA for just stating your opinion, whether we agree with your opinion or not. We don't ban you. What we ban are trolls, haters, instigators, right? People that poke the bear, people that create fake instigated drama, people that are pretending to support to try to help someone else make lolcow content, right? We ban all those people here, right? That's who we ban. Because I'll tell you this, real supporters, if someone that got banned here was a real supporter, instead of going to their channel and making hate content on me after getting banned, you would reach out to me and say, hey, Eli, I'm a real supporter. Can you please unban me? Give me a chance, right? But no. Instead of doing that, they create hate content on their channel because they were pretend supporting initially, and I called them out because I figured out their game. And now they're triggered that they got exposed, right? And they want to try to paint me as someone that bans every supporter. Nope, I ban fake supporters. I don't want fake support here. If you're a fake supporter, go fuck yourself. And yes, I am the president and founder of the GNA, and we are very professional here, but if you're not going to be professional with me, I'm going to go tell you to fuck yourself and be unprofessional just like you are to me and move on. Plain and simple, right? It's the way it works, right? Because here's the thing. I don't invite any hate or negativity into my world. You guys force your way into my world. And if you're going to force your way into my world, then I'm going to go tell you to fuck yourself. Plain and simple, right? Now, if I invited you here, and then you end up not being the right fit, then we'd say, hey, let's part ways amicably, right? But if you're going to try to break my door down into my house when I don't want you here with your hate and negativity, you know I'm going to tell you. I'll have to say it again, right? You know, go F yourself, right? Tia says good. Got a lot accomplished. It's getting better. Wonderful, wonderful. I know you said, Tia, that you are in progress of doing some cleanup around your house, just like Don and I have been doing. It's great to hear that you've gotten that started. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. The difference for you is, and I'm saying this respectfully, you're by yourself, so you could focus more uninterrupted time to do it, but you know, I got all my family and Dawn and 2 dogs and so many other things. That I, you know, will interrupt cleaning to take care of, right? You know, when you've got so many other responsibilities on top of cleaning, you know, you got to go back and forth, multitasking, right? And I'm not a bad multitasker, but I prefer, like most men, we prefer to do one thing at a time, but women want to do 25,000 things at a time. And you ladies expect us men to be like an octopus with like 8 legs, right? 8 arms and legs, or however they are, right? And while most men are not able to multitask effectively like most women are, right? I'm a great multitasker. I just would prefer to focus on one thing at a time. Angel's Asylum says, hey, Eli, how you doing, Angel? Welcome back to the show. Great to see you here. Richard T., I will address you. I banned you again. You're not welcome here. Okay? Richard T., somebody that got banned wrongfully would not create a stock account to come back. They would email me and apologize and say, hey, dude, or even send a donation in good faith to show that you're being real. Here's the thing, Richard T., this is not, listen, I don't base my connections or supporters on donations, but donations do make a statement, right? And here's the thing, Richard T., I'm not trying to be disrespectful, right? You've come here, you've asked a lot of questions, I've invested a lot of time into talking with you on these streams, on my walks in the studio for many months, and you haven't donated one dime. You could have donated $1. Yeah, Richard T. You never made one donation. And listen, if you're going to suck up that much of my time and then come in on stock accounts trying to, you know, worm your way back in, that's not going to work with me, dude. I'll use you as an example of what not to be. You need to grow the hell up, dude. If you don't feel, Richard, if you don't feel that the amount of time I've talking to you free of charge is not even worth a $1 fucking donation, then you can go fuck yourself too, Richard. Seriously. Go ahead. You can quote me on that. You can clip me on that for all I care. Seriously. Yes, I want a donation now, Richard, from you for all the time that you've wasted of mine. And I'm being very professional about it, Richard, because this is my house. And if you don't like my house, you don't have to come here, Richard. Richard, you don't see me beating down the door of your house, but you keep beating down the door of my house. You want to come back here, Richard, and I don't want you in my house. I don't want you trespassing in my house, Richard. What part of that don't you understand? If I banned you and don't want you here, Richard, why can't you just go away? Why do you want to be here, Richard? Do you miss us? Right? If you miss us and truly like us, Richard, then donate $1 and show some good faith, Richard. $1 fucking dollar. You cheap bastard. There you go. I'm not going to mess around, man. I treat people the way they treat me. You're going to treat me like garbage? Then I'll just give you what you give me. And this is not the type of person I want to be. But out here on YouTube, I'm tired of the garbage. I'll call you out every time. Garbage. Taking out the trash, Richard. Good to see you, Angels Asylum, says Tia. Angels Asylum says, hey, Eli, I was thinking, have you ever thought about doing a live stream in the homeless section in California? I think it would be really neat if you went in and spoke with them and tried to help them. Maybe do some interviews about them, then help them in some way and video their journey. It's just a thought. I never thought about that, and that's not what I do. It's not my job to go interview homeless people. My job is to teach people personal development. And to be honest with you, it's really not safe. There are some places that I used to hide at in a town called Fairfield, California, along a trail, in a secluded part of the trail where there are a lot of homeless people. There's like a big homeless camp there, and I just didn't feel safe going in there. I went there with an ex-girlfriend years ago. Yeah, it's just not my forte. Do I feel for the homeless people? Yes. Do I want to help the homeless people? Yes. But the way I want to help homeless people is when the GNA, my organization, gets funded and we're able to make charitable donations to other organizations with our money, then I'll donate money to, the cause, right? But as far as interviewing homeless people, not interested. Not interested. Not safe. To be honest with you, I don't think it'd be interesting for people. I would not enjoy doing it. It would just honestly be a waste of time. No disrespect intended. Maybe do some interviews about them and help them in some way and video their journey. It's just a thought. Yeah, well, I'm not interested in that, Angel. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. That's not what I do here. You don't see Tony Robbins or Coach Corey Wayne or any other famous people that teach personal development, you don't see them going out to homeless camps. Maybe every now and then they've done it after they made it big to give donations, which I'm willing to do that once we get our organization funded here. But I'm not looking to use homeless people as content. I first of all, I think that'd be pretty shady, or I think that would be just pretty crappy to use homeless people for content. But number two, it's just I wouldn't enjoy it. It's not something that I want to do. I'm looking to work with people that are coherent, that you know are level-headed, that are not homeless, that are in a good place mentally and emotionally, and are not broke or anything, but are not rich either, and want to better their lives, right? I'm looking to work with people that are already somewhat established, right? Because when you work with people that are not established at all or have nothing, like it's really a different type of building process. And these people need more help than I can offer them. I think a lot of the homeless people need more psychiatric or psychological help, and that's beyond my scope. So I'm just being honest with you. TS says, Angel, that is a good idea. What I do is when the cold months come, I made roasted food and take it to them. It's so rewarding, and the issues everywhere. Absolutely, that's a fantastic idea. Like donating food to them or donating money to a trustworthy nonprofit for homeless people. Nothing wrong with that. Interviewing them as part of my content, I'm not interested in doing that. I don't think that would suit them well or suit me well here. Not because I don't care, because it's not what I do. Angel, I'm just kind of wondering, why would you think that would be something relevant to the content that we create here? What makes you believe that? Or makes you think that, right? Many homeless are very private. That's true too. That's a good point, Tia. They're private, they're shy, they're embarrassed, right? And then I'm just going to walk up on a homeless camp. Hi, my name is Eli, and I do personal development content on YouTube. Would you like to be interviewed today? God. Angel, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think honestly you're starting to troll here, honestly. I'm really beginning to think that you're kind of trolling. I don't know, Tia, what do you think? You think Angel's kind of trolling a little bit? Because the questions you've been asking, Angel, are really not in alignment with what I do here, and you know that. And it almost kind of makes me feel like you're trying to ask me questions I'll deny just to make me look bad. Well, then you got to understand what I do here, Angel. What I do here is I help people with personal improvement, also known as personal development and self-help. I'm not a nonprofit organization for homeless people. There are nonprofits for that, and yes, I support them in thought. And when I get more money through the GNA, I'd love to support them monetarily. But I'm not running a homeless, or I'm not running a nonprofit, to help the homeless. Not really. I think she is making suggestions to help. Okay, all right, that's fine. Okay. Hey, Contessa the Cat, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. It's starting to get a little dark here. Tia says, hi, Contessa. Yeah, you don't have to use caps, Angel. Eli, it was just an idea. Yeah, you got timed out by Nightbot for excessive caps. All right, that's right. I said it. Nightbot's automatically programmed for excessive caps, which is what you did. You're yelling in my chat, Angel. That's a very naughty thing to do. And here's the thing: you don't have to get triggered, Angel. The thing is that people that are here for the right reasons are not going to get triggered. They're going to accept me for who I am. I call people out all the time, and if you're not good with that, then honestly, this is not the right place. Contessa the cat. There are homeless people who don't have mental problems. It's something I wouldn't do neither. Many need professional help. Yeah, you're right. It's just out of my scope. Like I'm not. Here's the thing. I'm not a charity case here, right? Now, am I against charity cases? No, I'm not. It's just not what I do. Who knows? Maybe down the road, I'll start a nonprofit for, you know, for the homeless or whatever, right? And that's called a charity case, right? That's why those are called charitable donations, right? Right? What we do here is we focus on helping people self-improve. That's called personal improvement, which derives from what we primarily do, which is called personal development, right? That has nothing to do with the homeless. Yeah, I've got a really good troll radar, and I know a troll just came in here saying Angel is trolling me, but I think I hate to say it, but I think you are trolling me, Angel. Contessa the cat, you are not a charity case, but I think Angel was thinking along the lines of personal improvement. I get her thought. Personal improvement. How can you help somebody improve that's homeless? First of all, you can't. They need psychiatric and psychological help to snap out of the rut that they're in. They hate themselves, right? Now, yes, part of that is personal, or personal improvement or self improvement or personal development. Yes, but those people are struggling with anxiety, depression, and other clinical things that need to be diagnosed and helped by an actual medical doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I run the GNA. I'm the president and founder of the January Networking Association, where we help people with their personal development and personal improvement, and we help connect people with friends, possible power partners for business networking, or possibly for people to do business together. We connect people. Lisa P, new sub here. How'd you find that about me, Lisa P? I was literally laughing while typing, and if we were speaking live, you would have heard me laughing. I'm not any or yelling. I promise. Okay, Angel. Exactly, Contessa. It was just a thought. Sorry, Eli. You're good, Angel, says Contessa. Okay. I'm glad you are here to chat. You just were suggested. Okay. Tia, how old is Lisa P's channel? Can you go and check her channel and see when her channel was started? Thank you. And in the convo says contested the cat. 7 days ago. So, Lisa P., your channel was started 7 days ago. How long have you been on YouTube for, Lisa P.? Angel says, I thought since you have changed your name, maybe you were trying to do some other content. That's all it was. An idea, sorry. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, Angel, but that's way out of the scope of what I do. I don't know what would have given you the thought that I'm a charity case for homeless people. I'm not. I feel bad for them, and you know what? I want to help in other ways by donating money to other charitable sorry. I want to donate money in the future to other charities, other nonprofits that deal with this, but that's not what I do. That's way out of the scope of what I do. Do you have to have an old channel? I am newer to YouTube, which is why I'm looking for something to watch. Nope, you're a troll because you're getting triggered on purpose. So you're out of here, Lisa P. Lisa P, people that I ask an honest question like that to would not get triggered. People that get triggered, no, I'm going to call out their trolling. You got triggered, Lisa P, so you're a troll. Do I have to have a new channel to talk? All you could have said is, hey, I'm new to YouTube. I've been here 7 days, or I had another account, and it's just a different account I use, blah, blah, blah. You could have answered it more subtly, right? But you got triggered, so you're a troll. And if you're not a troll, you got triggered to the point of where you can't take criticism, so you're not welcome here anyway. So that's the way it goes. This is a no BS zone here. It's a no BS zone. You try to play games, you're gone. It has become that homeless people have lost jobs, etc. They have a long road before you like it up. Oh, absolutely. Here's the thing. What homeless people need is more psychological and psychiatric help because they're struggling emotionally with depression and anxiety. Okay? So I can't diagnose that. I won't even try to do it. It's against the law, but you got to refer them to a doctor. Have them get a primary care physician. But here's the problem. They're homeless. So, they can get Medicare. They could get the help if they really wanted to, right? They got to get a primary care physician, and they got to get psychiatric help. But a lot of these homeless people, they've got too much pride to ask for help. And that's where the problem lies. It's their own stubbornness, right? Right? They have too much fucking pride, which I understand that, but if I was ever down in the dumps at that level, I'd be open to any help anyone would give me, right? You gotta swallow your fucking pride at times. Eli, some don't even know what's going on. They are off meds and delusional. That's true. TS says it's hard to even find housing. There is not enough help within social services. No, you're right about that, Tia. Something better needs to be done about the homeless situation everywhere, right? I'm all for that. And I'm all for supporting that monetarily when I get the money. When my organization gets funded to be able to donate money to charities like that, then we're going to do it. I believe in the cause. That's just not what I do here. I know you. I know you. I'm not questioning you, TR, or anyone else. I was just saying that, you know, I'm just surprised that Angel didn't realize that. Right? That's not what I do here. Yeah, I don't want to make this show about homeless people. We could always do a show about them down the road. But anyway, what we've been talking about here today is moving forward. Moving forward in positive ways. Yeah, everyone's talking about the homeless thing in the chat, and it's just really not the topic I want to discuss here today. So, anyway. So, if you want to move forward in a positive way through the GNA, this is the place where you're going to want to be. Okay, if you're somebody out here that is a decent person, but you've struggled, with the way you handle things with other people, maybe you've let, people hate on you and you've overreacted to it, or you just aren't able to handle it as well, right? And it's sucking the life out of you, wasting your time. We can help you through that. And we want to help you through that here at the GNA as part of the self-improvement and personal development that we teach and support you on. I see a bit more clearly where you are going with this. What do you mean by that, contested the cat? Please be more specific. Once the GNA gets rolling, it will be a great thing. Well, we've been rolling since 2011, but we've kind of sidestepped into more of the online personal development / self-improvement teaching. We've always taught personal development at the GNA, even back in the days when we were doing in-person networking, but we were more so focused on networking, connections, and business referrals and stuff. We still do business referrals, but that's secondary. What we first teach now primarily, what we do is self-improvement, personal development, because until you get yourself to a certain level by improving yourself, it's going to affect you from being successful as an entrepreneur or anything that you do. Whether you work a W-2 job for somebody else or you work for yourself, everybody needs personal development and self-improvement. But again, we're looking to connect with people that have a desire to learn and better themselves and are coherent and are down-to-earth people that are open to help and open to suggestions and change, right? people that are not open to the help, people that feel this is a joke and a scam, we can't help those people because they've already made up their mind. They're not open to bettering themselves, right? Right? And that's okay. Maybe one day down the road they'll figure it out. But I keep doing these basic streams here because I'm trying to get more of the word out of the GNA. I'm trying to slowly but surely get through to people that may be on the fence and say, okay, I've been a hateful person for a while. I don't really want to be hateful anymore. I've heard what Elias said, and you know what? I'm encouraged now to become a better person, become a more reasonable, decent, understanding person, a more caring person. Would you be more specific? I see a bit more clear. Okay, what do you mean? Everyone needs improvement with their self, and then they can improve in the outside world. What are you talking about, Angel? Be more specific. When you say be more specific, Angel, what do you mean? You're asking a lot of very basic and questions that people already know the answer to. So can you tell me, when you're asking me to be more specific regarding something I've already been extremely specific on, I want to ask you, how much more specific can I be, Angel? Can you please let me know? Just waiting on you, Angel. I'm going to start wrapping this up. We are at 53 minutes. Get your final questions, comments, or concerns in the chat. Eli, I literally typed that and then you answered it. Never mind. Sorry. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I mean, I talk about it all the time, Angel. I talk about, what we do specifically here, right? Let me share this with you, Angel, and everyone else here. Angel, Tia, Contessa, anyone else. Okay? What I'm primarily looking for is to connect with more positive people that are not into drama, that are reasonable people, that are mature, and that are pleasant to be around. Freedom, welcome to the channel. How'd you find out about the channel here, Freedom? So yeah, no, we're looking to connect. brand new channel, Tia. Yeah, people that come in and just type hello on a brand new channel are typically going to be trolling, because people that are new here for the first time, even on a new channel, will say, "Hey, Eli, I came across your stream and it seems pretty cool. My first time here. How are you doing, right? But you want to come in and say hello because you know you're going to get banned more than likely. You don't want to invest too much effort, right? I think 1 month says Tia. I think we are all looking for that, Eli. I enjoy people of any kind, but especially the kind ones I like. Well, yeah. Yeah, no. You know, I'm basic. Here's the thing, Angel. What we're trying to do over here is tilt the YouTube algorithm into more positive people. I'm tired. I'm tired of negative people still getting recommended my content over positive people. So, a lot of the rebrand was done for marketing purposes, but also because this is my actual company. And, the former brand, Coach Eli, was a subsidiary of the GNA, the January Networking Association. But anyway, I got to get going, folks. 56 minutes. Have a good one, folks. Take care, and as always,